I say, boy.
Me, sir?
Yes, you, boy. Oh, wonderful boy, charming boy. What day is it today, boy?
Today, sir? Well, today's the day that the Get Shirty podcast comes out, sir.
Oh, I haven't missed it after all. Oh, thank you, spirits, thank you. I get to listen to the Get Shirty podcast. Merry Christmas, everyone.
It's rare that I wear pants.
Do you want that left in there?
I don't care.
Welcome to Get Shirty, the podcast that likes to look at the little things in life which never fail to irritate. Each episode, we ask our special guest to talk about what gets them shirty at home, work and going out. Then, our off-the-cuff surprise question could take the chat anywhere. Each guest also designs their own made-to-measure shirt, which we then make. So we talk about that too. Funny that, us being tailors.
Merry Christmas, Shirties. Can I call you Shirties? I feel I should, as I know you so well. Hashtag Stu2 here, hijacking the intro from our illustrious leader, Stuart Hardman. Thought this would be a nice surprise for him, as he won't know about it till he listens to it on Christmas Eve when it goes out. Plus, I think I'm better at it than him too. I figured as it's Christmas, give you lovely listeners a treat. Dat Hazza has written a new piece of Christmas music, just for Get Shirty, and I reckon it'll be nice for you to hear the whole thing rather than just a snippet before we start. If you'd rather get straight to the chat, feel free to skip ahead to 6 minutes and 8 seconds. But I think you'll like this. It's a bit of fun. I will also put the song in full at the end so you can listen to it later as well. This week, our Christmas present to you is a Christmas Get Shirty look back, along with some Christmas shirties sent in by previous guests, family and friends. We have some messages to read out and some audio files to play. Quick reminder, coming in the new year we'll have our Patreon page up and running, where you can get access to all the music of Get Shirty and a name check at the end of every podcast if you join our Cuffs membership tier. We'll also have the Get Shirty music album available to buy in the Patreon shop. Very nice. That's about it really. Enjoy the Christmas song, enjoy the podcast. And a big thank you to all our guests so far, and to them and friends and family for their Christmas Get Shirty contributions. And a massive thank you to all of you that continue to listen in the podcast. Listen in the podcast or listen to the podcast. It's very much appreciated. We hope you continue to listen in 2025 and beyond. And as one of our guests said, let's hope we thrive in 25. Here we go then. 3 mics, 2 tailors, 1 podcast producer and operations manager, no guest, and a cracker full of irritations. Let's get shirty.
Hang on, it's Christmas. Oh, cheeky mince pie. Christmas pudding? Back off. Why doesn't anyone sell bolivars? Back off. laughter, not a keen speech. Pigs in blankets. The weather this year for Christmas will be meh.
Welcome to the Get Shirty Christmas special. Our first ever Christmas special.
Cheers!
Cheers!
Happy Christmas!
Woo! Happy Christmas.
I
Oh,
got
that sounded better
I got
than my
some Christmas
can of
spirit.
Pimm's.
I have a pale ale here
One pale ale, one Pimm's
In a can.
in a can,
and a tea.
and a tea. And some Fox's classics.
Oh, biscuit of choice.
What a year. Been a good year, isn't it? Podcast wise. And shop wise, obviously, but we're only here to talk about the podcast.
Shop can fuck off.
Right, well, fair enough. So it's not even been a year yet, has it?
Podcasting? No.
January well, we started recording over a year
Yeah,
ago.
October. The first one went out in. Did it go out in January?
Yeah. Yeah, January the early on.
January
The early on.
It feels like it's been going for like 5 years.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It does feel like it's been going.
Cheers!
Cheers!
Hey!
We're going to say that every time we
Pick up a glass.
pick it up. So, according to 9th of Jan, the first one went out. Very first one.
Also close
With-
on the year then.
Your friend and my friend and everyone's friend, including Sam's friend. Nigel
Nigel
Betts. Nigel Betts. was the very
Dishwasher
first
ground
one.
zero.
Dishwasher ground
That's where it
zero.
all
He
started.
set the Get Shirty bar, actually, really, didn't he? He was
the
being the
dishwasher.
He set the
first.
dishwasher bar.
Yeah, he did. And then, just because he needs to get mentioned every time, then Adam Buxton really did a weird thing on the dishwasher front, I think.
Yes, but he set the Hattie Cuff bar.
Yeah, he did. He did. Are we going to do one of those today?
Yeah, of course we are.
Right.
Hattie
Well,
Cuff.
I didn't put any Christmas
Hattie
ones in
Cuff
there.
Hattie.
Perhaps they should have just been Christmassy ones.
Just add Christmas, add the word Christmas to the beginning of it.
Being poorly at Christmas. So,
What's going to happen today then, Mr. H?
well, Mr. W, what is going to happen today is we are going to talk about Christmas and Christmas Get Shirties. We're going to have, I think, one of our own, if we've got ones. We're going to read a few out from other people. Ooh. And we're going to get some returning guests in the way of some Christmas Get Shirty messages. Which is all exciting, isn't it? Go, ooh. Ooh. Oh, this is very good. Can you go up and down if I do that? Ooh. For the listener, my hands are going up and down. It's not nothing else. I didn't like unzip me flies or something. Ooh.
Very carry on.
That was so rude.
You did a swanny whistle, though, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. So that's what we're going to do. So where do we want to start? Does somebody want to kick us off with a Christmas Get Shirty? So who's ready for their Christmas Get Shirty?
We talked about this earlier, didn't we? Briefly in the office.
Yes, did we?
Oh, God. Yeah.
What, me asking you? Or
Yeah, and I don't think I've got one.
Well, none at all.
The boys don't get up early enough. That is the only... It's not like when they were little
No.
and they'd all come clambering at stupid o'clock in
Yeah,
the
that's
morning.
nice though. That.
Whereas
Sure.
I'm up and waiting and...
Right. Well, that would. I'd be shirty about that. Sitting
Yeah.
there waiting for everybody to get up.
So then, something loud would be played music-wise
Oh, yeah.
to get them up, to wake them up,
That's fair.
generally.
Yeah. It's only nice in retrospect. It's not nice being woken up at 3 a.m. when you've literally just hung the stocking on the bed and sticked away.
Yeah, that's right.
You go, put your eye on the pillow like that.
I was just going to say, where's the sweet spot? Time-wise.
What's about there?
Let people guess.
Let
people guess what you was
Because it could have been
pointing
there.
at. So where is the time sweet spot on Christmas morning to be woken up by your kids?
Oh, I say when you look over your shoulder, look back over the years, it is nice, whatever time. But at the time,
Yeah, so what would have been your sweet
7
spot?
o'clock,
7.
6:30. It's all
6:30,
right because you kind of
6:30,
you generally get up for work around that time anyway, so you're
Yes.
sort of used to it.
I would go between 6 and 7 is the sweet spot. 6:30 is perfect,
Yeah,
I would say.
you get a nice long day.
Nice long day. Get the sausage sarnies on or whatever you're having for breakfast, without sort of troubling too much.
It's heartbreaking when you've got to say to your youngest, just go back to bed for a little bit longer.
Yeah, just a little bit. It's not time yet. It's not time yet. Not
Go
quite yet.
sleep on your brother's sofa and we'll do the clock for you. And when that hand reaches there...
Oh, yeah, the old clock. We did the clock. Yeah, look, when that is there, and put it in there, then you can get up. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny that, isn't it? It's Christmas Eve's quite a tiring one, I think, for Santas.
Santa, there's only one.
Yeah. For Santa. Yeah, that because it is quite late,
Especially if he's had a drink and a couple of big cookies and a carrot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And maybe push the Hoover around ready for the morning, and
Stopped off at the cocktail bar.
Yeah.
stopped off at the cocktail bar.
We have to push the hoover around, but not, to make sure that the footprints still show
Yeah,
in the icing sugar or the soot.
Snow.
Snow, that's the thing.
Jesus.
That's the thing.
Half a can of beer.
That's what it is.
he has to leave the cocaine all over the side. Yeah. Of
And
course.
also, I think this might be the last Christmas that I've got all the boys at home.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it could be, couldn't it?
So next year will be weird, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Is that I don't know if that's a shirty. I think that's more of a... Oh.
Yeah. Oh no.
No.
Yeah. Oh no. Agreed. That is a weird one, actually, isn't it? When your kids suddenly go, "Oh yeah, I'm somewhere else for Christmas." Oh yeah. I don't
have
mind it
two
though, actually.
older children, so it's not as if I'm like shoving my 6-year-olds out in the cold next year.
No, but well, funnily enough, actually, you can sort of it prepares you being separated from your other half at Christmas. It's taking a dark turn. When eldest was young, of course, she'd do a Christmas here and a Christmas at her mum's, and so what? You're all right.
You find divorce funny?
That's
Separation hilarious to you, is it?
Oh my God, I nearly came out my
That would have been brilliant. I would have loved that.
What, Pims out of the nose?
Yeah, so it prepares you for them getting older and going.
I thought you were going to go for Christmas.
I was going to say you're hot.
Oh Christ.
Is this one of those jokes that only you find funny?
So I was going to say a Christmas here,
And a Christmas there.
a Christmas there at Christmas. Oh no, I wish I had though.
I still didn't hear what she said.
She does a Christmas here, a Christmas there, here a Christmas, there a Christmas, everywhere a Christmas.
And it got me. I'm so sorry. Hello.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've trivialised your pain now.
Yeah, well that's the best thing to do with pain. Trivialise it. Otherwise, you give it too much power and it starts to fire.
Cheers! Happy
Cheers!
Christmas.
Yay! So yeah. Oh.
Slammy?
Yeah, it was slammy. I was trying to. Yeah. So That's not get shirty. You're right. But yeah, I would say waiting for people to get up in the morning, that's a get shirty. When you want to get on with your Christmas and everybody's still in bed. Yeah,
well, that's sort of. Is that what you were alluding to at the beginning?
Yeah.
Any more Christmas get shirties from the room?
You haven't done it.
No, I'm the host, so I'm meant to get these things from people first.
Well, as I was discussing earlier, I did have one, but it aligns with one of our phoned in ones, so I have to keep that secret for the moment.
Yeah.
Any more get shirties? No,
so one of my get shirties for Christmas would be, and it's a 2-part get shirty, because I get shirty about it. In fact, I've got 3. I get shirty about it, and then I get shirty with myself for getting shirty about it. So it's a double get shirty. And one of the things...
Shirtyception.
It is a shirty... Yeah, I can't say that.
Go on.
Shirtyception. Is that what you said? What I don't like is the wrapping paper everywhere. And I like it sort of gone quickly. Otherwise it annoys me, gets on my nerves. Which has in the past led to me sort of trying to gather it up even before it's hit the floor, or having a bag ready to go, oh, that was lovely, and it goes straight in the thing. I know. It's awful, isn't it? Yeah. And I get cross with myself for doing it.
Do you not let your cats play in it?
And it's a current meme at the moment as well.
Yeah, they can play in it. And like generally, you know, I'll save a few bits for frivolity, but I don't like things getting stepped on and broken because they were underneath wrapping paper, and it's a small front room. Like you've got a small front room, and if it's filled up with loads of wrapping paper, it really gets on the tits, if I'm honest. But I wish I could just let it stay where it is, because I like the look of it and I like that it's fun, and rip all the paper off, but it's like,
I used to be like that, but mine came from a point of having an open fire and all that tinder.
Yeah. Well, we do have the fire going. So I could have said that, it would have made me less like a prick, wouldn't it?
It's doing the rounds at the moment, TikTok. Is it? The dad who's dad's at Christmas.
Is it?
Comes in with the bag.
Yeah.
It's a thing that.
Yeah. And once,
so you're a meme.
My ex-brother-in-law, thinking he was being helpful, we had a fire, like a wood-burning stove then, I think. Anyway, he was bundling everything up, scrunching it all up, throwing it in the fire, and he grabbed all the empty envelopes, threw them in the fire, and burned all our Christmas money. The whole lot.
Happy Christmas.
Yeah, vouchers, Christmas money. Yeah.
Excellent.
About 180 quid. Yeah, that stung.
You'd check first, wouldn't you?
Well,
you'd think, because it's Christmas.
Yeah.
You always check the envelope. When you get
Yep.
When you're a kid and you've got cards from your aunts and uncles, you'd open the card and you'd open it and go, oh, it's from Auntie so-and-so. Oh, check the envelope.
Yeah.
And then, oh, there's a voucher.
Yeah. But no,
note. So your actual get shirty is about you.
Yeah, not being able to let it go. Probably, yeah. Yeah, because I don't mind the paper. I just can't sit in the room.
You mind the fact that you can't stand.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's that. You know, it's a bit killjoy, isn't it? I think.
Scrooge.
Bit Scrooge-like, yeah. Bit Scrooge-like. Watched Muppets Christmas Carol, actually.
Classic.
Sunday.
Already?
It is a classic, yeah.
We started off with the Holdovers.
Oh, did you? Tree went up, Muppets Christmas Carol.
Possibly Holdovers, possibly one of the best films I've ever seen, in fact. Not just Christmas film, but...
Don't think I've ever seen it.
Only the second time we've seen it. So for the listeners, Holdovers, top film. Top film for Christmas. Doesn't have to be. It came out this year in January.
All right.
After Christmas. But it is a Christmas film, really.
Right.
Paul Giamatti, great film. Recommend it.
He's a good actor. Right. What about you, Stu? You got a... Oh, no, you had one.
Have I got another one? Possibly. As we proceed.
Some might come
because there's quite a lot of things about Christmas that make me shirty, but not about Christmas. It's generally about things around Christmas.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Well, should we have a guest?
Should we read one out? Or
yeah.
What do you want to
do? Let's read one out. Let's ease ourselves in.
We've only got one reedy outy one. I think the
I've got a few suggestions.
Have you?
Ready outy ones. Yeah.
Well, then you want to read out the first one?
Oh no, you go. Your phone's in your hand. Go.
So our first Get Shirty comes from Anne
Yep.
from Tunbridge. And Anne's got two, in fact.
Oof.
So should we do the first one?
Yeah.
Shall I do a voice?
Look, I'm going to leave that up to you. That's your call. How many beers you had?
So Anne from Tunbridge says... It's going to sound like Monty Python, that's the problem.
Yeah.
As soon as I start with the voice.
I think, but you've now.
Rock hard,
Rock hard.
straight out of the fridge, individual portions of butter. In cafes and restaurants... I was going to stop the voice now.
Yeah, I was enjoying the voice though.
In cafes and restaurants. So hard you can't actually spread them on your scone or bread without ripping it apart. Unless maybe they think the toast is so hot it'll magically melt it.
Well,
Just take the butter out a little bit early.
oof.
Let it soften.
Well, this is why I think if you're going to have a scone or scone,
Scone.
all right, because scone is the posh way of saying it. Do you know that? Not scone. Scone sounds posh, but it's not. Scone's the posh way of saying it. Anyway,
Or correct.
that's why if you're going somewhere, then you want a cup of tea with a cup and saucer, and then you put your butter on the saucer over your cup of tea, and it melts it slightly before you get going.
Put your saucer on top of your tea.
And then put the butter on top. I know that is also good. That is also good, but you've got to put it bottom of the saucer up. Otherwise, the bottom of the saucer that's been on the table is above your tea.
Oh yeah.
Right in.
Otherwise, they've just got to have toast that's 400 degrees to melt it.
Or if you've got two slices of toast, put the butter in between it. Put the other slice on top.
Do you want the second one? Now?
Yeah. Oh, I just said yeah.
Yeah.
People who, in quotes, shut down Christmas, literally Boxing Day or even Christmas evening. Packing away the decorations, having a full house clean. Not that it affects me, but the idea of it does. Miserable, I say. Particularly when they announce it on social media. I don't want to know, thank you very much. I'm still enjoying Christmas.
That's fair.
That is very fair. I don't like Christmas to start too early, and I don't like it to finish too soon, or go on for too long. I like Christmas to be a nice amount of time.
A 3-week period, is that what you're going for?
Oh,
2 weeks before and a week after?
Yeah, probably. That's probably pretty good. I don't mind it. I don't mind seeing the build up beforehand. I just don't want to I don't want to peak too early with my Christmas. But I agree. Christmas shouldn't be like shutting it down too soon.
There are people that pack it away Boxing Day.
Yeah, no.
I have done that in the past.
The previous owner of this shop used to do that Boxing Day. In fact, he'd come here sometimes on a Boxing Day, do a bit of cleaning and stuff. No. But Boxing Day is the better day. Boxing Day is better than Christmas Day, I think. Because you've got none of the... it's slightly different in the Wilson household, isn't it? But you've got none of the pressure of the food, particularly. Boxing Day is just like Christmas without the work. That's how I look at Boxing Day. I don't like to leave the house on a Boxing Day.
No, so we're very lucky. We don't... Christmas not any pressure for us or stress. I think that's why we enjoy it so much.
Yeah.
Because it's just a great time.
Yeah.
We don't have those.
So what do you eat Christmas Day?
Christmas Day has, over the past few years, been snacking.
Piggy bits.
Cheese and biscuits,
Yeah.
pickles, olives. Just
Which is Boxing
picking throughout
Day.
the day,
That's
yeah.
what we do Boxing Day.
And then Boxing Day we have our Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
So the original idea behind it was we would devote Christmas Day to opening presents, playing games, watching films, whatever, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And not have to jam in a 6-hour Christmas
Yeah.
thing as well.
And that's why I like Boxing for the same reason. That's why I like Boxing Day.
And then that happens. So it's Boxing Day. You've got the time because it's more relaxed. So you
Yeah.
can just do normal dinner. And my childhood, I just remember it was get up, get the turkey in. It's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Cold.
Slam the turkey. It's going to take 12 hours to cook. And then it was
Yeah.
rush. Dad used to
Weird,
tidy the
isn't it?
house up Christmas Eve. And tidy the house up meant throwing everything in a big box and throwing it in the attic.
Yeah.
But carrying through the house. It was stress, anger, and it was like that.
Yeah.
Gotta get ready. Rah.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to do it if it's going to be like this.
No, that's fair. Ready for a controversial, well, it's slightly controversial in the Hardman household. Or it's split opinions. Do you know what we're doing for Christmas dinner this year? Big old Christmas Indian takeaway.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
nice.
So we've got
For Christmas Day?
Christmas Day. So we're getting it all Christmas Eve. And then just whack it all in the oven
Nice.
the next day.
Yeah, we have a takeaway Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Food poisoning for Boxing Day.
Yeah. Well, there's always that. Should we have a listen to one?
Yeah.
I can read a few out, but we can have a listen to one.
Have a listen to? Yes, we can indeed. Okay. Do you want me to read out who we've got them from?
No, just
Do we pick one?
play one at random.
Guess the guest, guess the guest. Who's the guest gonna be?
That was beautiful. You got to do that every time now.
Hello, it's Matt Riley here, and what makes me shirty at Christmas is having to open presents in front of people. Like, it's bad enough having to open your presents in front of your own family. The build-up and the fear, everyone's watching you. You've got to show the emotion on your face that they want to see. Are you disappointed? Have you got to do the bit? You go, oh, I really wanted that, wicked. Then introduce having to open presents in front of other people's family. I think you should get given presents. Everyone goes to a different room. You can open it, look at it, process your emotions about it, all come back and just have Christmas dinner. That would be ideal. But yeah, having to open presents in front of people, I think that makes everybody shirty.
Yeah, that would be a bit weird though, wouldn't it?
It would be.
Everybody going off into their own rooms to open their presents.
Yeah. But there is, like, as much of a... When I heard that, I was like, oh, yeah, I could relate to that. But because as much as I like showing off and being the centre of attention when I choose to be, I don't like it when I'm not. Like a surprise party, I would hate that. And I'd never really like it when it's my birthday and everybody's round going, oh, and, you know, I find it a bit uncomfortable. So that, you know, quietly, I'd like to quietly open my presents while everybody else is getting on with theirs. But like, have you ever do you do the wait in turn? Right, now it's your turn to do one, and you have to open one, and everybody looks at it, and then you move on to the next person.
That's a frantic mess in our house.
What about the presents?
Hey!
Yeah.
I like the go in the room, open the present, and process your emotions before you come out again.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, but it's like, I mean, getting a present you don't like is quite tricky, isn't it? It's quite tricky. We'll get onto that maybe a bit later.
It is tricky. Is it? Yeah. Although I think it's more tricky when the people aren't there, because if the people are there that have given you the present you don't like, your social cues and everything else tells you how to act. You go, oh, that's nice, thank you very much. When that person's not there, you then feel comfortable in complaining about it, but you get told off even more for complaining about it.
What's this shit?
Yeah.
I don't want this.
They bought that because you actually, it's worse in some ways. You think you can be more relaxed and complain about it, you can't.
That's fair. That is fair. Yeah, are either of you a good present receiver? Like, are you quite good at? Like,
I'm just grateful that anybody's bought me anything, no matter what it is.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the truth of it. I mean, some things you think, what the hell is this? But at the end of the day, they bought me something.
Yeah, that's true. Here's with another one, Stu.
All right.
God, that was a loud clap, wasn't it? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Don't you want to read one out?
I can read one out.
You read one out.
Well, look, these are provided by Mrs. Hardman. So here's one. Crackers that don't crack. Where they unless you are Tom and Barbara with Margot and Jerry. You remember that
You
episode?
have to say crack.
Yeah,
Crack.
So yeah, crackers that don't crack. How do we feel about that?
It's annoying.
Isn't it? But then
you have to get the little bit of string and then do the...
Yeah, but that's a little extra joy though, because you pulled the cracker and then you to pull the thing out.
Sometimes they don't. The caps don't work either.
Yeah, now that would... Whoa!
Hey!
Steady on, drunkard!
Oh, no, tangled.
Sam throwing her Pim's tin all over the tank.
Yeah, so there's one. Do you want another? There's a few. And so that one, it's annoying, but you get a little bit of joy if
You can get double joy.
You can get double joy.
Hello, it's Santa here. And I've been getting lots of letters from people who don't know what to get loved ones for Christmas. So I thought I'd lend a hand with some ideas. Well, how about popping onto the Hardman and Hemming website? That's www.hardmanandhemming.co.uk and getting some of their wonderful socks, or maybe a pair of cufflinks. Or, even better, why not buy that special person one of their shirt gift vouchers? Then they can be just like a guest on the Get Shirty podcast. With their vouchers, they can then design their own shirt, pick the cloth and details, and pop in a few measures, and hey presto, their very own Get Shirty shirt. I do hope Mrs. Claus has got a shirt voucher for me. I have terrible trouble finding things that fit. Too many mince pies. I hope that helps. Don't get too shirty. Merry Christmas!
Here's one which I wholeheartedly agree with. Bad roast potatoes on Christmas Day. It's the most disappointing day to have them go wrong.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, like a rubbish roast potato. How do we feel about roast potatoes?
Love them.
How do you like your roast potatoes?
Roasted.
Crispy on the outside.
Do you like
soft in the middle?
Do you like super smooth ones?
Well, I like my roast potatoes the way my wife cooks them.
That's handy.
Ideal, isn't it? I don't like a smooth roast potato.
No, they've got to be bobbly and crunchy.
But, yeah, and have little crunchy bits. But you know the ones where they're just like perfectly...
No, you've got to fluff them up in the sauce.
Fluff them up, yeah.
Smash them around
Yeah.
before you fry them.
Yeah.
Some people don't.
I never used to, but I do now.
I like, or too oily. Too oily, too greasy. Not good. See, my dad, and you can leave this in, my dad doesn't like roasted roast potatoes. He likes deep fried roast potatoes, which are deep fried potatoes. I mean, they are good, but they're just like giant round chips.
Does he do the same thing? Does he part boil them and then fluff them up before putting them in there?
Oh, I don't think he's ever cooked them, but that's how he likes them cooked. Yeah, so bad roast potatoes, a disappointing roast potato. It's the worst if your roast potatoes are bad.
But so it's worse at Christmas rather than any other roast.
It's the worst day to have a bad roast potato, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Best bit of a Christmas dinner?
Oh, that's a tricky one.
Roast potatoes.
It depends what you're having because, I don't know.
Like the meat's great. I love roast beef.
I mean, the honey glazed carrot's always good. Or the roasted parsnips.
I do like a sprout.
A sprout.
Sprouts can do one, we know that. The only way I'll eat sprouts is if my wife cooks them a special way. I don't know what that is. It's sort of shredded up and roasted and mixed in with lots of other bits and pieces.
Bit of onions, a little bit of bacon, cream.
Yeah, there's some ways she cooks them. But she has to keep a few
Breadcrumbs, crispy breadcrumbs.
a few to the side because Harry likes them
Plain.
solid.
Like little cabbages.
Yeah, okay. So does Anne.
Apparently you shouldn't, people used to say put little crosses
Cross in
in them,
them,
but you shouldn't do that. Yeah, so if someone said, right, for your Christmas dinner, you can't have you've either got to have roast potatoes or honey glazed carrots. Which one would you go? Oh, I'll go for those then.
Ooh. Or parsnips. See, I love the parsnips as well.
Well,
so I only have parsnips at Christmas.
You can only have one of those three. Which one would you go for?
It's a tricky one. I'd go with parsnips because I get the roast potatoes other times of the year. Tend to only have the roasted parsnips at Christmas.
Do you?
Generally.
Yeah.
Not always, but generally. But then I could
Potato.
You
I'd
keep
go
the
potato.
potato. I'd keep the potato.
We used to have some friends.
Salty,
Had
crunchy.
some friends that had 3 different types of potato on Christmas Day. I used to have roast potatoes, boiled potatoes, and mashed potatoes.
I've dropped the
A little bit
boiled.
too much on the potato front, I would say.
I've had
Very
mash,
potato heavy.
roast, and dauphinoise, all like the same meal.
No, too much.
It is a lot of potato.
I did candied yams one year,
Nice.
which was very nice. Not done them since. I only did those because they had them in Castaway. So his Christmas dinner before he flies off. They did. And they made a big thing about it. He said, "Oh, look at those candied yams, they're so lovely." I went, they did look nice.
All right.
So I made those, and they were nice.
Oh.
So is it like a
Marshmallow topped roasted.
You put marshmallows?
Yeah, that's what makes them
That's what
candied.
it's candied.
Well, no, it could have just been sugar.
That's what makes the yams candied. They have a
Marshmallow.
grilled marshmallow on top.
Yeah.
Proper nice. However, I did do a bit too big a dish on. Guess the guest, guess the guest. Who's the guest gonna be?
Hello. I've been asked to tell you what makes me hot under the collar at Christmas. Oh, it's Nigel Betts, by the way. Well, I've thought long and hard, and I'm afraid I can't find anything at all. I'm one of those people that rather likes Christmas. Christmas trees, the presents underneath, turkey, mince pies. I've even been known to sing the odd carol. So I was a bit stuck until I remembered. I absolutely deplore New Year's Eve. Being stuck in a room full of total strangers, being made to be jolly and wish them all a happy new year. I think I've become a curmudgeon. My idea of a good new year is sitting in front of an open fire with a large glass of whiskey and thinking what might happen in the year ahead. So, here's hoping you all thrive in 25. Oh, I'm not that keen on Christmas specials of Gogglebox, but that's just me.
When you asked them to do this, did you say, "Can you please do it in your most sexy voice"?
I specifically said sexy Christmas voices, please. It was very actory, wasn't it?
Hello.
Hello. It's Nigel Betts here. I'm bloody sexy. Which he is. Very sexy man. Yeah, look, New Year's Eve.
It's a tough one, isn't it?
It is a tough one. I'm with Nigel on that. I used to love going out New Year's Eve, but I hated the weight of expectation. It's got to be the best night ever, otherwise it's a crap New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Oh, and I've had some shockers. So yeah, now I would rather be at home.
You sort of look back and think, why
Yeah.
did we do that? Why did I go out every New Year's Eve to Trafalgar Square and do that whole thing? Well, I don't know why I did it. And this was the days before they closed it off.
Yeah. Well, there's that collective group of outpouring of happiness, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a weird thing to celebrate anyway.
It is. It was just cold
Really?
and wet and horrible most of
It's
the
a
time.
new year. Woohoo! Like the next day something's going to change.
Still don't know the words to Auld Lang Syne. Yeah, I think I stopped going out on New Year's Eve just as that buying a ticket for New
Kicked
Year's
in,
Eve
yeah.
for pubs came in. I remember thinking, I'm not paying to go to a pub. I can remember thinking that. What? You have to pay to go to a pub?
Yeah. Yeah, but it used to be nice when you could do a proper pub crawl on New Year's Eve, I suppose. But I don't know. The thought of getting that drunk now fills me with
I liked
dread.
working in the pub New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Working in it's better than being in it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Gigging on a New Year's Eve is good as well.
Yeah, I could
Quite like
I've only done it once, I think.
It's quite jolly.
Yeah. So New Year's Eve.
Yeah, with Nigel on the...
Yeah, me too.
Going
All
out.
in favour of Nigel stay at home?
Yay!
Yeah.
I do enjoy New Year's Eve at home with the family.
Yeah.
Because if family can't make it around for Christmas, they generally can make it around for New Year.
Right.
If they're away for Christmas, they'll come for New Year's. That's nice.
Yeah.
More people
Yeah,
around
that's
at Christmas.
fair.
More people around at New Year. Guess the guest, guess the guest. Who's the guest gonna be?
Hi Stuart, Stu2 and Sam. Merry Christmas. It's Tom Carradine here. Tricky to think of what gets me shirty at Christmas, because actually I quite enjoy Christmas. I love all the sparkle. I love the festive feelings. But I think for me the most disappointing thing that really gets me shirty are crackers. Hope you'll agree with me. The hats are never big enough. They always fall off. The jokes are terrible, and I don't think they've changed them in the last 20 years. And to be honest, I just can't remember the last time I needed to use a plastic golf tee. They look so promising on the table, But ultimately, what are they? They're just a cardboard tube of disappointment. Hope you guys have a great Christmas, and I'll see you soon.
That is, I will
It's a
call
good
crackers
description.
that forever
But
more.
I do like crackers. I do like crackers, but he is right.
I like,
There's something, they look fabulous,
yeah.
but there's nothing in them.
I like it
Occasionally there is.
when someone's been generous and brought you super posh crackers. Have you ever been brought super posh crackers and they've got like a silver bookmark
Yeah, I
in
don't
or something?
like
You go,
those.
ooh, I do. So I think, oh yeah, I bloody will use that.
Part of the charm
So-
is the crappiness of
The
the
get
cracker.
the get shirty was people not wearing Christmas hats. When you've pulled the cracker and it's like, oh no, I'm not wearing one of them.
Oh yeah, they're miserable people.
Yeah.
Or
Miserable.
you've got a massive head and they don't fit.
Yeah, now you see,
Just put a little tear in them.
well,
Which is
Tom's
me.
saying that they
Fall off.
never fit. They're always too big. They come down over my ears.
Well, for normal humans they are, but for Sam and my wife and my son,
And Tom, it would
they're
appear.
too small. No, he says.
Oh, he says too big, does he?
Yeah. He's
So I
got.
thought he said too small, didn't he?
No, he said too small.
No, he said, I thought he said they fall off. They're too big.
No, I think he said too small.
He says they're never big enough. Oh, rewind it back.
Never big enough. They would fall off. I thought.
Yeah,
I was thinking
yeah.
they fall.
Oh, I thought.
Oh, so Tom's not huge.
I thought he was saying. Yeah, so that's the same for you.
Yeah.
Never big enough.
Yeah,
big
they're
enough.
not big enough.
So we would say
So
too small.
yeah, we weren't wrong.
No.
Yeah, not that much. But yeah, for me, they come right down. They
Me too.
like fall.
Yeah, it's because we got
I have to
normal human-sized hats.
Put a fold in them
Yeah.
to stop them falling down.
Well, it's not that big hat. With the comes right down to my shoulders.
Yeah.
Just perches like George Dawes on the top of Sam's head.
That's, doesn't it? Do you know, Christmas hats. How do they hurt your ears as well? After
Paper cut in there.
yeah, after a
Well,
while they really
Paper
hurt
cut on
your
the top of
ears.
the ear.
It might just be the size of your ears.
You leave my meat sales alone, thank you.
Or as they were previously known as, meat flaps.
So yeah, Christmas hats, cardboard tubes of disappointment. It's fair. I
It
like
is,
a
but
cracker.
I sort of like them. I like the cheapness and the fun of them sometimes.
Okay.
But he's right. Why did anybody put a golf tee in a cracker?
Ready?
I like the little.
On the
little
count
ones.
of three, I think we should
Oh, no.
all at the same time say what the best cracker present gift is inside a cracker.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, have a think.
Oh, hang on. I've got a few.
Well, you know, go for the what. I mean, there's one that I would fight people for every time.
Is there?
Every time. It's
Oh,
the best. It is
Then
hands
leave
down.
me out. You go between you. Then leave me out of this one for sure.
On the count, will you do the count of three?
Do you want me to go from 3 to 1? Or
Oh, I
1 to
don't mind.
3?
Surprises.
No. Okay, ready?
Over 4 to
3, 2, 1.
Fortune telling fish. Yeah. You see, it's the best Christmas present. It is, isn't it? Oh, it's curling up. It's curling. What does that mean? Oh, it means you're hot blooded. The little red fortune telling fish. Yeah. Always. Do you think that's a 70s thing?
Yeah, I think so. I like that, and I also like the little Japanese metal puzzles.
Puzzles. That's number two. Yeah.
Or
There you go.
the little basketball.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, the
Little
ball
flicky-
bearing
little-
things. Yeah.
No, the flicky one. You get a stand.
Oh yeah, that you have to build.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty good too. Yeah, but always the fortune telling fish.
The following is an announcement on behalf of a certain tailors based in Tunbridge Wells. Have you visited Hardman and Hemming online lately? No? Well, you should. They have a new sparkly website which tells you all about what they do and how they do it. There are examples of their work, blogs on how to look after suits, details of the services they offer, and not to mention all of the Get Shirty podcasts with additional pictures. Best of all, you can find details of the H&H Shirt Club, the shirt subscription service where a tailored shirt of your design will be delivered to your door as often as you choose. You even get one shirt free once you sign up. Not to be missed, so do pop along and go to hardmanandhemming.co.uk and sign up today. And remember, the first rule of Shirt Club is tell everyone about Shirt Club. That concludes our public announcement.
Guess the guest. Who's the guest gonna be?
Hello. It's Mike Fenton-Stevens here from the podcast My Time Capsule. And, well, the thing that makes me shirty, I think, is the opposite of the thing that makes a lot of other people shirty. For me, you see, I get annoyed when people say, oh, it's too early. You can't put your decorations up yet. We don't want all those lights and all those Christmas songs. I personally could have it going on from about September. I'd be perfectly happy to sing along every time I hear a Christmas song. I walk around most of the time singing or humming to myself, jingle bells, jingle bells, la, 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 for most of, November, December, a bit of October. Well, I'll go back until the summer, really. I'm quite happy to do it around a pool. That and the weather outside is frightful. Every time we get a little bit of rain or cold or anything, I'm off. Oh, the fire is so delightful, but since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Although I don't like snow, actually, but I'm happy to sing that song. Some Christmas songs I find a bit annoying. They get on my nerves. I just don't quite understand why the lyrics, why you should go wandering in a winter wonderland and build a snowman and then allow them to marry you as Parson Brown. That one doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. Still, I'm perfectly happy with everyone else. I love all those Christmas songs and carols, and I'm really looking forward to Christmas. So, I don't think I get very shirty about Christmas at all. Let's do it. Right, I've got to go and do a show. See you later. Bye.
So there you go.
Yeah, see, that was my get shirty.
Yeah, it was. He was saying, yeah, I've already given my view. There's a perfect length for me. I don't mind it starting. Woof. I don't like it starting too early, I suppose, but I don't sort of mind. I just don't want to. I don't like forced Christmas. I don't like being told that I should be getting on with Christmas.
Yeah, well, I
should be able to start when you want to.
Yeah, that's exactly. And I don't like the forced anti-Christmas.
Yeah,
there's it's become a thing each year now where you get the noddy holder thing. No, noddy says not yet. And all those sorts of things. It's become cool to hate Christmas starting too early and all that shit. Just don't be so miserable. If people want to enjoy it early, then let them get on with it.
Yeah,
it doesn't affect you, but it's these people that are really aggressively.
Yeah.
Oh, too early for Christmas. Oh, they complain about shops, don't they? Bloody shops, bloody October. Well, I'll tell you what, mate. You go and work in retail.
Yeah.
And see if you can change the retail world and tell them to start gearing up for Christmas on December the 2nd. Yeah. See how much money they make.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, isn't it?
So yes, that sort of there seems to be last few years a building of anti-Christmas, anti-fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with Mike. It's fair. I think just start Christmas when you want to start.
Exactly.
Christmas.
It's a nice time of year when people can just be nice for a change.
And, agreed.
It should start early. It should be all year round.
Yep.
I think
we should keep the lights in trees and stuff that you have on like the high streets.
Yeah.
I like all the
twinkle.
The twinkle.
Through the winter, they could sort of make it less Christmassy, I suppose, and just keep the twinkle, couldn't they?
Yeah, maybe.
So
what I worry though is that when Christmas comes around, it wouldn't feel special. You wouldn't go, oh look, it's almost Christmas. All the lights going up. You got to have a bit of dark, otherwise light and shade, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I suppose.
I mean, it's 3 months of the year, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Because as soon as you get into January, I mean, it falls off very quickly.
Yeah.
The first week of January, which is fair enough. I can sort of understand why. I'm not one for hanging on to Christmas for after Christmas, but I do quite like starting it early, as you know. Get my first Christmas dinner in as early as I can.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
As soon as I can. We went for Christmas dinner with the family. The first Christmas dinner we had up in Berwick. No, what was it, Berwick? No, Hastings. Down in Hastings, and we were the only ones in the whole pub having Christmas. We all had our hats on.
Nice. Well, it's got to be done.
And it was packed. I mean, it was full up. Clearly, we're the only ones having Christmas dinner. But that was, in fact, that was the first day they started Christmas dinner.
All right.
That was, when was that? End of November, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's nice. It gets me in the spirit. Straight into it.
Cool.
Yeah, so Mike Fenton-Stevens.
Well done, sir.
I'm with you on that one.
We approve.
We
What's
approve,
next,
yes.
G?
Stop being so miserable about Christmas, people. Guess the guest, guess the guest. Who's the guest gonna be?
Shit Christmas presents. I've had enough. I'm 55 next week and I've had enough. And last Christmas, I put my foot down and I just announced that I've had enough of shit Christmas presents. And these are namely novelty shirts and jumpers that I'm never going to wear. Any item of clothing that anyone chooses for me is not going to work. It's got to be my choice. And even as last Christmas proved, I needed a new luggage carrier, on wheels. My girlfriend bought me one, and it was disgusting. The colour was disgusting, and I had that horrible moment of knowing what it was, taking the wrapping paper off, and then doing the fake smile, and I couldn't hold it back anymore, and I just said, "This is awful, and I need to change it." And then this led on to a whole conversation of, I don't want any more Christmas Christmas presents, which is mainly items of clothes. I get to choose my clothes. I don't want other people. So I would say it caused a bit of an issue Christmas Day. My girlfriend wasn't very happy, but we've got a clean slate this year, and I'm confident I'm going to get some good Christmas presents.
Guy Lloyd there, giving us his Christmas shirty.
I mean, that was a ballsy move.
Yeah.
Christmas Day. I mean, look, I respect it, actually. I respect that sort of laying your stool out and saying, look.
Ew.
Stall, not stool. Dirty girl.
Same spelling.
Your stool. Stall. Stall.
I thought you were talking about a stool.
No, it's usually, I've always taken it to mean like your marketplace stall. Lay your stall out. It's all the goods.
I didn't put your stall out.
No, yeah, I thought it was, you're laying out all your bits and pieces.
Makes more sense.
It does make more sense.
So, I'm all for that. Yeah, say it, Christmas Day in front of people.
Bold.
That was big kahunas.
I had some friends in Croydon many, many years ago. Still friends. Haven't seen them for a long time. We had a competition each year, so you could buy the crappiest present for each one.
Nice. What was your favourite crap present?
Well, they bought me. Did they buy it for me or did I buy it for? I can't remember. The old knitted toilet roll covers. One of those one year. One of those one year.
Yeah.
There's so many bad presents. I can't remember. Things like little things you buy down at the seaside made of shells.
Yeah. Perfect.
Goggly eyes and things stuck on them. Stuff like that.
Perfect.
But I'm a little bit not necessarily wholeheartedly agreeing with Guy on that one.
Wow, that's all right.
Because it's quite subjective, isn't it? Shit Christmas present. But that doesn't sound like a shit Christmas present. A mustard-coloured suitcase on wheels sounds like a good present, but they got the colour wrong.
Yes. Yeah.
So it feels a bit harsh.
Was he saying that present? Because he says, I'm going to have to return it. I'll have to return, because he didn't like the colour.
Yeah.
So I suppose in that case he's saying, I like the present, I just don't like what it is.
Just feel a bit harsh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as you said, Christmas Day was brave, but that seems quite a brave thing to do for something just for the colour. I don't know.
Yeah. But I suppose
seemed harsh.
I understand what he means because, I suppose things like that define you a little bit, don't they? And if you don't like a mustard-coloured something, I'm a kid of the 70s, so
I like mustard.
Mustard browns, weird greens, all of those. Yeah.
I've got a mustard cardigan at home. It's regularly mocked.
Is it?
Yeah. It's one I used to wear when I'm ill.
Yeah.
It's been my get well cardigan. But now I wear it all the time.
Big Coleman's embroidery on the back probably makes it look a bit shit with a cow. No, it's a bull, isn't it?
It's a bull.
Yeah, bull, yeah. But I like it now.
Yeah, good. But, so lay your stool out. How do we feel about that?
Yeah,
Not
I think
the phrase, should we all do that? Say, look, no,
I think...
honesty.
Yeah, I think he's got the right idea. If that's the right situation, I mean, he might have embellished it. I'm not sure I'd have chosen to do it there like that.
No. No, I just...
But the honesty thing, 100% agree with that. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Early on in the relationship.
Yeah, agreed.
I agree.
Agreed. It's again. It's Christmas.
Here we go. Another previous guest. Guess the guest. Who's the guest gonna be?
Hello, it's Alex Beard here, and my Christmas Get Shirty is rubbish Santas. I think if you're still in a family that believe, it's quite hard to explain away a million polyester Santas in shopping centres and Sainsbury's car park. I just think have the really authentic ones. Do away with Roger with his Team U beard. Like let's just keep it a little bit. The standard's a bit higher, I think, because otherwise we're on shaky ground. That's my Christmas Get Shirty. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Very good. Yeah, great.
Shit Santas.
I
I was Santa once, weren't you?
Were you?
Can you believe it? I know it's hard to believe. Same
A miserable one.
same said friends with the shitty Christmas presents each year. She thrust it upon me one evening and said, "Oh, can you be Santa next week?" What?
All right.
Yeah, I've got the outfit.
Nice. So where was this, like at school or something?
No, for her children.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's German, so I don't know if you know, they celebrate Christmas in a slightly different way. They have most of their presents Christmas Eve. It'll be their Santa. Now, I knew their children quite well. She said, "Oh, don't worry, I'll do the makeup and everything." So it's just the whole oh.
Right.
And she said, to this day, she still doesn't know it was you.
Oh, really? Nice.
I can remember that
pressure.
And even now, I get the anxiety of that.
Yeah.
I couldn't say no. I should have just said, anybody asked me now, I'd say, no, go away.
Yeah.
Not being Santa. Yeah. But I did it for them at the time. And I remember thinking, the anxiety leading up to trying to play Santa and not to find out it was Stuart, who actually lived up the road, you know.
Right. Yeah, that is a tricky. That's tricky.
They're gonna know. She's gonna know it's me.
She's gonna know.
They're not going to know.
Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know.
They're not going to know.
So yeah, shit Santas. I agree.
Yeah.
It's too easy to put on a Timu beard and go, I'm Santa.
Yeah. Although at first I thought she said with his emu.
An emu beard.
Yeah. Yeah, so I agree.
And if you're a professional Father Christmas, I bet you feel annoyed at those cheap Father Christmases.
Proper pissed off, I bet.
Yeah, if you're a professional one.
But like, the thing is though, there is no Santa regulation, is there?
There might be.
Well, is there? I'd be interested to find out actually.
Because they've got
is
clubs
there like
and conferences.
A union of Santas?
As far as I'm aware, there is. I have a conference.
Oh, well then you shouldn't be allowed to be a Santa unless you're in the union.
Yeah.
Surely.
Well, you can be a member of I'm sure there's a Santa Claus thing, but they're all professional Santas in it.
Not the Magic Circle, the Arctic Circle.
Whoa, that's good. Unless I'm just making that up from something I've seen on the
professional Santa Claus associations and organisations.
Nice.
Surely Santa has got to be the acronym for that. Somehow they've worked. It's got to mean.
Yeah.
Is it the Santa Claus and Nativity Training all association?
Association, yeah, that's pretty good.
It's the International Brotherhood of Real Bearded Santas.
Oh, they've lost. They've missed the trick there, haven't they?
It's fun to stay at the International Beard.
IBTA.
What is it? The International Brotherhood.
IBRSB. No, the IBRBS.
Fun to stay at
International Brotherhood
RBS.
Of Real Bearded Santas.
Real Bearded Santas.
What, as in they grow their own beards, so they grow their own proper beards?
That sounds a little bit like
culty.
Bears, otters, wolves, and International Brotherhood of Bearded
Dragons.
That's got a little bit of the...
Yeah, so if you're a proper Santa, you're looking at all those polyester Santas going, what you doing?
Yeah.
I've been asked to do it at, like, you know, when the kids were little, and I just was like, oh no, I don't think that's for me.
Because I think they've got a code of conduct and everything in this association.
Well, you would hope so.
No touching.
No, as in, you know, regulation of how they look and all that sort of stuff.
Beard.
All that sort of stuff, you know,
The grey.
Item number one,
the branding.
Item number 2, ho. Item number 3, ho. Yeah, but agreed. These have all been previous. Our wonderful guests are coming up with some corkers, actually.
Yep.
Don't you think?
Yep.
There's yet to be one that I've thought, no, that's way off kilter. Hey!
Hey!
I think it's time for another previous guest's Christmas Get Shirty. What do you reckon?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Guess the guest, guess the guest. Who's the guest gonna be?
Hey, Stuart and the team from Get Shirty, it's Tony Rod here. Hope you're all very well. You were asking what winds me up at Christmas, and honestly, it's music. I love Christmas songs, I really do, although I'm not a massive fan of them being played for an entire month when I go shopping. But specifically, it's Michael Bublé. He gets dragged out every year for a month to sing Christmas songs, and I think it's the worst kind of jazz. I love jazz, and it's been called once that kind of music that's only really loved by middle-aged white men with no taste. But I think it's moved on quite a lot, and I think what Michael Bublé does is dirge. It's the worst kind of jazz. It's a Frank Sinatra knockoff, and really I'm not a fan of it. I know that, women love it. I know that some young people love it. But honestly, yeah, I'm sorry. That's the thing that winds me up. Michael Bublé, he should be on Santa's naughty list. I hope you all have a great Christmas, and I look forward to hearing the podcast.
Tony. I think that one's going to be controversial.
Yeah.
Speaking as a woman,
yeah,
I'm not a big fan of the booble.
You're not a big fan of the booble?
No.
What, like music-wise or wise?
Either wise.
Right. Look.
Yeah, controversial indeed.
I think so.
He's attacking jazz and Bublé.
Yeah. Well, but he's saying he loves jazz, but not that jazz.
Yeah. Is he a jazz gatekeeper?
Don't know.
We'll have to get you back in and talk about it.
Yeah. So, look, I don't mind the Christmas Bublé.
No.
I think he's all right. I think it's all right.
Yeah.
And
Nothing wrong with a crooner. I like a crooner.
No.
At Christmas.
Do you know, I was surprised actually when they were talking on the rest of the entertainment about the top Christmas songs. They were sort of saying that it's a sort of a double, fisticuff fight between Mariah Carey and
Wham. Last Christmas.
Bublé wasn't mentioned at all. I thought he's got to be up there.
Yeah, he's dropped off, hasn't he? Like Fairy Tale of New York has dropped off as well.
Yeah. So the Bublé, look, I sort of get it and I understand it, but I think it's going to be a controversial one. That I think he's beloved, like a little.
Well, he's a modern day Bing Crosby or a modern day Frank Sinatra. I don't know. I think calling him a Frank Sinatra knockoff is a little bit harsh because he's just another Tony Bennett or another.
Yeah.
He's not trying to do an impression of Frank Sinatra.
Well, see, when he first came out, I thought, oh, you're trying to fill Harry Connick Jr.'s shoes, is what I thought. Of course, he was piano, wasn't he? Bublé don't do the piano, does he?
He's more of a crooner, more of a Tony Bennett, isn't he?
Well, it's had over 1 billion plays, that Bublé track. He got a little Spotify, I think. And actually, this is something Tony will probably approve of, because he got the award and he was like, oh my God, really? That's so amazing. Oh, 1 billion plays on Spotify. That I've earned $23. Which made me laugh. So, yeah. Best Christmas song? Let's chuck it out there.
Well, Paul McCartney's one of my favourites.
It's
Wonderful Christmas Time.
That is my absolute favourite.
Yeah. When that kicks off, it sort of feels quite Christmassy. But there are lots of good ones.
Frog Song, is that Christmassy or not?
Nah. What, McCartney's Frog Song?
Yeah. It was released at Christmas, wasn't it?
No.
Yeah. Brenda Lee rocking around the old Christmas trees has always been good all the years.
Making a comeback. What's the great fact about that they said the other day, which you'd already said actually?
Never been number one.
Oh no.
She was 13 when she sang.
When she
my God.
that. I know.
The voice of a 13. I wouldn't believe. Said that to Harry yesterday, and he can believe it.
Yeah, it's quite incredible. Best Christmas song. Slade, can't go far wrong with Slade.
Wizard.
Wizard.
Yeah. They're all good.
One of my claim to fames. Met Roy Wood.
Did you?
In Tunbridge Wells, yeah. He was doing a Christmas gig at the Assembly Hall.
Did he look like a wizard still?
He was in almost the full garb.
With his half-coloured hair.
Yeah. But I bumped into him coming out the guinea butt.
Hey.
And he stopped me and said, sorry, I won't do the accent and offend everybody. He was like, I'm late, I'm drunk, I'm meant to be on stage, I don't know how to get back to the assembly hall. I was like, all right. I had to
he wasn't too far from it then?
No, he was just round the corner, but he didn't really know, he had no concept really of where he was.
Well, staying on the jazz theme, I've got a get shirty from Jeff Wilkinson.
Have you? Roll it out.
Previous guest of Rooney. Very much a jazzo. We should put it to him so he thinks about that one.
Yeah. I imagine, my gut feel is he'd agree with Tony.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, well, he's blue note classic jazz sort of.
Yeah.
I can't see him doing a hip hop jazz function? Fusion.
Well, Harry did, don't he? Harry did a Bublé house mix,
yeah, he did.
Which was quite good, actually, I thought.
Yeah, it was good, but I can't see Jeff rolling out the Bublé unless there was Spondoolies in it.
Hi, Stu. I quite like Christmas. I was going to say it's annoying that retailers start selling Christmas goods so early these days, but I like being able to buy mince pies in September this year. : nose bracket equals smiley face in ASCII code.
If you could do the rest of that message in code like that as well.
No, it's : bracket. It's always a bit annoying not having any public transport on Christmas Day. I always end up spending a small fortune on Ubers, ferrying relatives around. I would definitely like to see that change. I hope you guys are well. Merry Christmas. And a little addendum to this. I've landed my own 2-hour radio show on Jazz FM.
Ah!
Yeah, it's just a one-off, but hopefully we'll develop into something more regular. I'm on air Friday the 27th of December from 9 to 11.
Oh, give that a listen, everybody.
Check it out. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Jeff.
Merry Christmas, Jeff.
Merry Christmas.
So really, that's a get shirty of Christmas travel.
Yeah.
Or sorting out other people's Christmas travel.
Yeah, no public transport, so he's got to pay for Ubers and stuff.
Although, does public transport not run?
Christmas Day, I think, is the only day it hardly runs.
Right,
one of the only days.
Service.
Yeah, very reduced.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't think Underground runs at all Christmas Day.
No.
I don't think so. I think
Check it out.
I think it's go on googly girl.
I'm doing it.
I think it's the only day. One of the only days. Probably the only day.
Yeah. So yeah, I like that. Do you know, actually sorting out travel arrangements full stop for Christmas. Who's going where you going, what time you go, who have you got to get to on what day, you know.
Yeah,
no, the London Underground does not run on Christmas Day.
Oh. Yeah, so travelling on Christmas Day, I'd wholeheartedly agree with that.
Yeah, try and avoid it.
Yeah.
Much as I can.
Well, that's so, yeah, Jeff, good. Like it. Jazz FM, even better. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Almost Jeff FM.
Oh.
I
was trying to.
Yeah.
I thought there might be something there.
He could do Jeff FM, couldn't he? Oh, I find that hard
Jeff
to say.
Jeff M.
Jeff M.
We've got one more. Guess the guest. Who's the guest gonna be?
And a merry Yuletide to everybody at Geet Shirty. And I love the way that you say Geet Shirty rather than Get Shirty. I was wondering whether or not that was an accent that's local to the area, but I don't say it like that. So that's crept in from somewhere, don't know where. And everybody, of course, at Hardman and Hemming, the local bespoke business of the year, runner-up. And it's lovely to be speaking with you again. Mr. Hardman and Mr. Hemming asked me to reminisce about what got me shirty, and I had to rack my brains to see if there was anything I left out from my first appearance, wherein I entered the building to a round of applause, which was lovely, and the only time it's ever happened, I think. And as for Christmas, or Yuletide, as I call it, because I have pagan tendencies. You should smell my house. It's like the inside of a 1972 Hawkwind concert. There's incense everywhere, Frankenstein gold. It's a very smouldery household, this. In fact, if you open a window, you can probably smell it now. As far as Yuletide get shirties go, then Christmas cards. I hate the bloody things. If I never received another Christmas card again, it will be too soon. Not because I dislike the people, it's because I dislike the cards. If I went back to where this came from, when I was at the St Luke's Infant School for Criminals in 1962 in off Silverdale Road in Tunbridge Wells, we used to make paper chains. Did you ever do that at school? Make paper chains, out of bits of coloured paper with a gummy bit on one end. A terrible fire risk. And my mother hated them. She would never let us put any of me or my brothers and sisters. We couldn't put up decorations anywhere because she thought there were a fire risk, which was a bit rich coming from her, who used to get a fire going by holding a big piece of newspaper up in front of it and hearing it roar up the chimney. So I think that's probably where it came from. Mum hated decorations and she didn't like Christmas cards either. And especially those things, when people hang up Christmas cards on a washing line somewhere and anybody coming into the room risks being strangled by the damn things. And so Christmas cards, no, I'm not very good at that. They get me shirty. And it's a lot of pressure because you get that guilt feeling, don't you? If you get a Christmas card from someone and you don't send something back, you have this dread come over you, don't you? Like this fear. So I have to have the strength somewhere to just say no. So far this year, I've only had 5. So either people have got off me, which is understandable, or other people feel exactly the same way I do, that Christmas cards can do one. And they can sod off. But other than that, I'm not particularly miserable, even though I don't celebrate Christmas particularly. I have been known to whip up a bit of festive spirit. So have a good one all. In the meantime, I'm off in search of a good ghost story, something to really grab my collywobbles. I love that about this time of year. Good ghost story, good Mark Gatiss type ghost story. That will do me. And remember to put all your food, which is what they do on the adverts, all your Christmas food, everything from starter to main to fin, everything on the table at the same time with no room for any plates or people. And on that cheery note, I shall wish everybody there and all the listeners a very Merry Christmas. And good luck with editing this. Bye!
Oh, good lad.
I'm with him, though, on the cards.
I don't like Christmas cards.
I never like Christmas. Never like Christmas cards. Yeah, the whole send him one because you sent me one.
Yeah.
So let's not do one. Are we agreeing not to do each other's Christmas card?
We don't anyway, do we?
Good. Right.
It must be that time.
It is that time.
Is it?
Yes. It is time.
Let me hand it to you.
Yeah. But, do you know, seeing as it's Christmas,
yeah,
I think I'll shake the hat.
Right.
I think someone else should do the intro.
Do you think somebody else should do the hattie cuff explanation?
Oh, in that case, that needs to be you, because
does it?
I'll just go pick a thing out of the hat.
Off the cuff ideas. In a hat. Buxton cuff. Didn't like it. Take one out of the hat. Go.
And it's called the
Hattie Cuffy off the cuff Hattie Cuff.
Oh, I like it. I like that. Happy Huffer Coffee. It's the coffee off the Happy. Who's right, Sam? You're going to pick it out. And so, actually, a bit more explanation.
Oh.
The Hattie Cuff is the Christmas edition. So what we've done is we've put a lot of Christmas suggestions in here.
Have we?
No.
But just going to add the word Christmas.
So think whatever it is
plus Christmas.
Plus Christmas. It'd be great if it is a Christmas one.
Reality TV.
Oh, nice one.
Good one.
It might be good for other people, but I don't do TV
at Christmas. I think we're counting Netflix as TV.
Are we? But that's not reality TV, though, is it?
Well, there's reality TV on it.
Reality streams.
You've got like
Kardashians on Netflix, aren't they?
Yeah, and the DIY sort of shows. Like,
I'll do a bake-off. I'll do a Christmas bake-off in a Christmas pottery. But I don't think I've got a shirty over that because they're good.
Yeah. Well, look, my Christmas reality TV get shirty.
Go on.
Would be the as we have just done actually, by just using the Hattie cuff and putting Christmas in front of it.
Exactly.
I think
we were being ironic.
Yes, we were being ironic, but I think there's too many reality shows that just go, oh, there's a free episode there by saying Christmas and then making people wear a snazzy jumper.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
it's a bit shoehorned in sometimes. All right, let's have a, sewing bee, I get it. I suppose Bake Off, I get it. And I suppose it's like charity usually, isn't it? But like, some programmes don't need a Christmas edition. That would be my thing.
Yeah.
Like unnecessary Christmas episode. Says the man doing an unnecessary Christmas
podcast.
Yeah, but it's every 2 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Every
It
2 weeks.
actually happens to fall on Christmas Eve.
Exactly. So that
I'm not
would
a
be
fan
my-
of reality TV anyway. So my Christmas reality TV Get Shirty is the same as my reality TV Get Shirty. They just make me shirty.
Who's doing the next?
Oh, we're doing more than one.
It's no joke. I've got to do one of them.
Well, why am I the only one to get to do one? I think
Well,
you
no,
should
we
do
all
one.
answered it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
come on, let's do it.
It's double guesting.
You are crazy. It must be Christmas.
Fuck yeah!
Right, this
Christmas.
This is Christmas memory.
Oh.
You could.
So I suppose I've got a shirty Christmas memory.
Yeah.
Quite a good one, actually. Is it
Pardon
quite a good
me.
one? It's not, actually, no. I've got that wrong. It's a good memory. Just thought about
You
it.
can tell us your good memory.
Well, the only one of the few times I remember not being at home for Christmas. So when I was younger, we went to my granddad's pub in Ramsgate for Christmas.
All right.
Obviously, the pub was closed all day. Back in the days of Sundays when it was closed, if it was Christmas Day, they didn't bother opening at all. They just cleared the whole pub out and had one massive long table. The whole pub. We sat down, and all I remember is eating the food, then playing under the table in the toys.
Nice.
That's quite a good memory.
That is a good memory.
I don't know why it started off shirty. Probably because most of the other times I spent up there I didn't like.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one, isn't it? Christmas gets shirty. Memory.
Oh, mind you, this goes out in Australia, and that's where my family are. I used to be in the pub. Just said I didn't like going there.
Right, here's it's tenuous, but I'm going for it. Here's a Christmas memory linked Get Shirty. Back in the day when hard drives were smaller than they are now, and you had all the good Christmas telly on, you couldn't pause it, there was no catch up, and your Skybox would run out of memory at Christmas. You had to start deleting things that you'd been saving to watch. Tenuous Christmas memory.
It's that Christmas memory.
That's
And
what
it's a memory in as a remembering, and the memory capacity on the hard drive as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
Have you ever pulled one out of that?
Hey! No, I don't think.
Nice
I have.
arm action.
Here we go. Christmas. Christmas underwear. Hey!
Oh, an actual proper Christmas one.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? So, Christmas underwear. Look, this is a very specific me one, right? I like a Christmas pant and I like a Christmas sock.
I like how you paused before you said pant.
Were you going to say boxer?
You weren't sure about what to say. I like a Christmas pant.
Yeah, I don't know what I was going to say. Probably boxers, yeah. I like a Christmas
pant
and I like a Christmas sock. And I will put them on fairly quickly. I'll take my normal, as soon as I can, I'll get my Christmas socks on. All right.
You just the socks. You don't strip down to change your
I'm
pants.
in the nude anyway.
All day.
Oh, I open my presents in
Christmas.
the nude.
It's Christmas.
Oh, that would be bad.
There's pigs in blankets out all the time.
Yeah, it is. How do you know I wrap it in a little special Christmas willy
Sarah's
blanket?
told me.
My willy blanket. But what I don't like about a Christmas novelty sock is because of the way the pattern's woven in, it makes that bit of the sock tight. And you know what I like about pulling my socks up anyway? So sometimes you have to sort of force your foot in it, and the tightness of the sock down your ankles isn't the same all the way down.
What if they've got a glitter thread going through them. Does that aggravate you?
No.
Oh.
It's the tightness. It's that sort of bit that goes around your ankle that's tighter than the band at the top of your sock. Don't like it.
Fair.
And sometimes I get my feet too hot and a bit itchy.
Yeah. Not generally a cotton-rich sock, are they?
They're generally squeaky socks.
Squeaky socks.
I've got a really nice pair with Buddy the Elf on the side. Love them. But they're get a bit tight.
On that cracker.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Let's have a pun off. I like it. Where's the Christmas cracker? It was good. It was a good pun on that cracker. I want more.
Oh, who eats the most Brussels sprouts at Christmas?
Oh.
I've just made this up.
Oh. Hang on then. Let me get inside your mind quickly. He's just made up a Brussels sprout joke.
Go on. It's there. It's so obvious. I want to say it.
It's cold.
Don't know, go.
Father Christmas.
Father Christmas. It's not bad. It's not bad.
I can't have just made that. That must have been a joke already.
It wasn't a joke then.
Hey!
Merry Christmas. Thank you for all of your hard work this year, both of you. And to all of our listeners, thank you very much for continuing to stick with us. We're blown away by the support that we get. And we would like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. So there we have it. The Christmas edition is done. Our first ever one. Can you believe that we're just coming up to a year? We've been going a year and we've done over 20 episodes. We've made new friends. We've talked to some wonderful people, and honestly, it's been such fun. And it was great to sit down, the three of us, and chat Christmas and talk about how it's gone, and to do something a little bit different, and to have some returning guests. How fantastic. It was such a blast. We love doing this podcast, and we're so grateful that people listen to it, seem to enjoy it as much as we enjoy doing it. So thank you to you, the listener. It's very much appreciated. Thanks also, as always, to Stuart Wilson for the editing and the production. He puts so much effort into this podcast, and he makes it what it is. That's fantastic. Very grateful to him. Thanks to Sam, as always, talking more and more. We're going to have you proper co-hosting very soon. Yeah, thanks Sam for keeping us on track, making sure the shirt gets signed and keeping us in check when we're being idiots. It's appreciated. Thank you to Dat Hazard as well for all the music, for the surprises, for all the new tunes. You're like the Terry Gilliam of Gilliam of Monty Python. Terry Gilliam. What the hell is it? Hey, you know what I mean. So thank you to Dat Hazard for all the music. It's so appreciated, and a key member of the team. And hey, look, I'm going to thank myself. Thanks to me for waffling, doing the least work, and expecting the most credit. Because that's me. No, honestly, we love doing the podcast. Thanks for listening. Thank you for being part of the Christmas edition. And we'll see you in 2025. Let's thrive in 25. Merry Christmas.
Hello, #Stu2 here. In case you're still wondering, our last guest was long-term friend of the podcast, Gary James. Thanks, Gary. Merry Christmas to you.
Let's get shirty. Has anybody got a Christmas thing that they're going to do this Christmas, which they don't usually do?
Christmas wank?
Christmas wank. I'm excited. I hope you are too. Do you know how much we enjoyed that? Loads.
Hang on, it's Christmas. Oh, cheeky mince pie.
very Merry Christmas.